Hello, this video is basic hoop throws. Now there's two different types of throws. There's throws from a spinning movement or throws from when you're holding the hoop at a static point. So I'm going to go over some static throws to start off with, and then I'll move on to throws from when you're spinning the hoop. Okay, there are three main static throws which you want to be using to start off with, and then there are a few others, but they're all using the similar techniques, just kind of the similar technique, but just making them slightly more complicated. Okay, the first one is a float throw, which is basically you're not putting any momentum into the hoop, you're holding it from a static position, you just lift your arm straight up, and at the point of your arm about here, so you lift your arm up, about here you let go, the hoop will fall down and you catch again. So if I show you, it looks like that. Pretty simple move, but it can be useful and it's a good place to start. Secondly, there is a throw where you're putting momentum into the hoop and you're basically using your wrist. So you bring the hoop back like this and then forward pretty quickly, so you go like that. And that puts momentum into the hoop. And it looks like that. The hoop is spinning, you probably can't see it because it's an isolation hoop, but you just have to take my word for it. So that's the first two. And they're both using with your palm towards your body. So you're throwing it from the other side to your hand. So your arm is going across your body like this. This move is the opposite. So the hoop is on the same side as your body. Your palm, your hand, your forearm is facing away, and you put momentum in and you just throw it to your other hand. So like so. All very useful ways of throwing the hoop, and it's a good place to start. Now I'm just going to talk a little bit about throwing theory, and this applies to any object that you want to throw in your air. If you're wanting the object to spin lots but not go very far, it's all in the wrist. If you want it to spin, you want it to go really high in the air but not spin a huge amount, then it's all in the arms. I'm not actually going to be able to show you that because I've got a ceiling, but take my word for it, if you use your whole arm and you release when the hoop's right up in the air, it's going to go pretty high up. Whereas if you just use your wrist, it's not going to go very high, but it's going to spin a lot. So that's just a little bit of theory which applies to throwing anything, whether it's spinning or whether it's static. Right, now we're going to move on to spinning the hoop, and I tend to throw the hoop like this. So my hands, I'm using, the hoop is spinning on the whole of my hand. This is in, the momentum, the movement's going forward, like so. I call it forward because then if I wanted to go into a weave, I'd be going into the forward weave. So the hoop's spinning, and I choose a point which I want to release it at, and I'll pull all my fingers out apart from one finger, and I'll choose a point and use that point to push it up in the air, and that will basically make the hoop go straight up, because I have chosen the point which I think of as a compass. I've chosen north, and that makes the point, the hoop, go straight up. Now if you think about the compass, so north will go straight up. If you choose east, it will go off in that direction. If you choose west, it will go off in that direction. If you choose south, it's just going to hit the floor. So if you're having problems and you can't control your hoop, then you think about the point which you're releasing, and that will really help. So if you're spinning in forwards, you're mostly going to be using either north or north-east, because if you're spinning like this and you want it to go around your arm. I've chosen northeast because I want it to go in a bit of a circle. And the same if you're spinning in the other direction. So yeah, that's basic theory. You choose a point, which is, if you're spinning in this direction, you're going to want to choose either north to go straight up, or northwest to go over the top of your arm. And if you're spinning in this direction, you're going to be wanting to pretty much choose either north or northeast. And yeah, that's the basic throwing. I hope you found that useful. Thank you very much for watching.